Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ground and Pound podcast, a show where, as always, we're hitting you with them elbows of knowledge. And you know we usually cover the world of MMA. Well, this week we've got something special for you. We're transitioning over to the world of boxing. This week's super fight can't be ignored. We have Canelo versus Crawford, the undisputed super middleweight champion, taking on the undefeated super welterweight champion. And as always, if you're enjoying the content here on the Ground and Pound podcast, hit that like and subscribe button. And here's Carlos breaking down this super fight.
Hey everybody, we're going to break down the Canelo Alvarez Bud Crawford fight happening this Saturday. We at the Ground and Pound here, we usually cover MMA, but we cover all sports in general, all fight sports, because we just love a little violence. So here we go. Canelo, he's a very hard hitter, very slick head movement, great footwork, keeps a high guard, tight envelope, very hard to crack through. Can exchange with punches in the pocket. Very difficult to do. It's that old slick Mexican style. He can stand right in front of you, throw punches, throw counter punches, and move his head at the same time. If you ever want to watch any fights of that old skill, Roberto Duran, probably one of the best boxers in his prime with it. He could stand right in front of you, very elusive, can move out of the way of punches while countering. Very beautiful stuff to watch. But anyway, with Canelo's movement, he takes short little steps, flicks his jab out. But one thing that he doesn't do very well is he doesn't cut the ring off, and as he's gotten older, he has been able to do that. But some of the issues as he was fighting School in his last fight was all the movement that School had. He was able to keep Canelo chasing him. When somebody's moving that much, you kind of want to hit the body someplace where it's not going to be moving as much. You want to hit the body, you want to hit the shoulder. Force him to go in the direction of where you would like to get him. As for Canelo, wants to get him on the ropes so that he has nowhere to go, and then he's going to go to work from there. Another issue, I think, in this fight where Canelo's going to have a problem is his volume. Over time, he's gained some size. Early in his career, he was able to throw in combinations in the pocket, but as he's gotten a little bigger, he kind of rips, like he uses 100% torque in his body when he's throwing those hooks. And the thing is we have football speed, that short, choppy, aggressive speed, as opposed to Crawford, as we'll talk later, that basketball speed where it's like smooth and flowing. And he uses 100% torque in those hooks, so it's going to wear on his cardio, and he's going to have an issue with volume at that point. But cutting the ring off will also allow him to pick his spots and allow him to, get the guy in a position where he can't get out, he can't move, he's going to be forced to fight back, and then he can look for his openings from there. He's also had issues with guys that have high volume. When you think of watching those fights against Dmitry Bivol and Gennady Golovkin, they were power punchers, but they were also high volume and they were movers. And if he cannot cut off the ring, he's going to have a lot of problems trying to get Crawford in one spot, because Crawford's a mover. He doesn't move as much as somebody like Bivol does, but he does move enough where he's going to keep Canelo chasing him throughout the fight. What I do think are some keys for Crawford is Crawford's long. He's going to have to keep Canelo off of him. He's got to have enough pop. Now, Canelo has a chin that's pretty legendary in the sport. He got cracked earlier in his career, probably because he was cutting too much weight. But right now, he's got a chin of granite. And for him to be able to hurt Canelo and get some respect and keep him off of him, he's going to have to land something hard. I do believe that Crawford has that snap enough to keep Canelo, enough to gain the respect of Canelo on his way in. He's going to have to think of a smart way to get in. He can't just bull rush his way in on someone like Crawford. And I think Crawford can take advantage of that. One other thing is Crawford is not very high volume, but he does have a decent work rate as opposed to Alvarez. So if you just keep some punches in Canelo's face while moving, forcing Canelo to chase him around the ring, that's also going to wear on the gas tank as well. one thing that I do like about Crawford, as we're talking about with basketball speed, he's very loose, he's very quick, and it looks almost effortless when he's throwing these punches, as you can see, as if you've seen the was it Errol Spence fight. A lot of those punches that he landed that were the ones that dropped him didn't even look like he was torquing into it much at all. Still using effort, but that type of force allows you to fight a lot longer and have your cardio as well. Bud is also one of the best switch hitters in boxing, where he can change from southpaw to conventional whenever he feels like it. And Canelo's going to have to realize that, because he also had issues with southpaws, and they were able to land shots, not really hurt him, but they were able to land clean. And if you're going to let Bud land clean, he's going to land something effective. Now, just from listening to other shows and podcasts and stuff, a lot of people are worried about the size of Canelo and Crawford, and they feel that he has a size advantage. I think that was also thought that Crawford was going to be a lot smaller against Errol Spence, and he came in and looked the part. He looked about the same size as Errol Spence at the time. And I don't think he's going to be that much smaller than Canelo, but with the extra size put on, I feel that he's still going to be able to move just as light on his feet as he did at the smaller weight. I just think now he's going to be able to land a little bit more of a solid shot. He's going to be able to take some shots. And, you know, he also has he can take a shot as well as Crawford. One thing about this fight that kind of bothers me is that if Crawford is getting over, if he's winning these rounds, and it's noticeable. One of the things that got me was against Gennady Golovkin. If anybody has ever seen that fight, the first fight between Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin, Canelo lost that fight, and it was pretty obvious, and they gave him a draw. And right now, Bud Crawford, excuse me, he's got to feel like he's behind on the cards from round one, which is a horrible way to feel, but even if you're up on the scorecards, you don't know what the judges are going to be up to. You know what I mean? In these fights, it is boxing. Boxing's a very dirty sport. And I'm not telling anybody that they shouldn't pick Crawford, because that's who I'm going with in this as well. I just feel that even on the scorecards, it's going to be very difficult, because he's winning, just like Golovkin was winning. He might get screwed as well. So that's something to think about if you're out there. I mean, I'm assuming Canelo's going to be the favorite in this one. I haven't checked. But I just feel that that's something to look out for. They've already got the judges picked, and it's been known for a while. And I think in the last fight that he had against School, Canelo, they had him winning every round. And that fight was a lot closer than people... That's a lot closer than people really know. If you just look at the score and you saw it, you'll see that School actually won a few rounds because Canelo just couldn't get him in a position to put in some work on him. Like I had stated before, I just feel that Crawford, smooth movements, it keeps his punches long. I think he's got enough pop on it to make Canelo respect him. And I think Canelo's going to have to do a lot of chasing. I love Canelo Alvarez. I think he's a beast. I've had fun watching his career, all the fights. I just feel that Jamal Crawford could pull this out. You know, even if he's not, even if he doesn't get the knockout, even if it doesn't hurt him in the round, I feel with movement and athleticism, keeping the jab on him, sticking straightly to boxing, especially switch hitting, I feel that he can find the openings, and I think he can get it done. So, guys, if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I was trying to get everything I can in before the fight, so this video we just threw out really quick, and I hope you enjoyed it. So, peace. See you on the next one, brothers.